My name's Sifu from the Man Family School of Kung Fu. What we're going to look at today is just a nice series of techniques to do with Tan Sau and Chi Sau. Okay, so changing from outside to inside, also changing inside to outside and two different counters as well. I appreciate this doesn't cover everything you could possibly do when it comes to Tan Sau, but it is a nice little training compact drill, which hopefully whether you just training with a partner at home or if indeed you run your own class, you might be able to use, and it would help you all better understand how to use it. So Mark, use you. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is when you're in the basic role, so presuming at this point, of course, you know your Chi Sau, you know your Chun Sau, your Pak Sau drill, Bong Lap Sau drill, and you've come on to Chi Sau and you're looking at a few techniques. One person in Bong Sau, Tan Sau, the other person in double Fuk Sau, and you're just rolling. Now what you need to do is you need to change from the outside to the inside. Okay, and a very important time of this is when the Bong Sau is rolling back down. So we wait, we go up to the bong, and then just as it starts to roll back down, we step to the side and change inside Tan Sau. Your Wu Sau on the opposite hand is covering their Bong Sau arm, and then just strike to the centre of the palm stroke. Okay, that's the first thing. 1. Nice and simple. Second one is 1 in, 1 out. So you've got on the left hand side in this example, we've got the Tan Sau and the Fuk Sau, and on his, or on my right hand side, you've got him in a high Fuk Sau position and me in a Bong Sau position, you roll. Now the important thing about this again is timing, but it's also, just like in the first one about what your opponent is doing, we'll come back to that in a second. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to commit his elbow in his Fuk Sau by punching him and giving him something to think about from here. So he pushes his elbow over, okay? Now very important that we do this when we come back down to the Tan position and then go, and not before. And the reason why that's important is because of what his free hand's doing. If I'm rolling and I'm from the Bong Sau go to punch him and he blocks it, from this position he rolls back up into the Bong Sau. Yeah, he's got a nice garden arm position there. If I come from the Tan Sau, do the Tan Sau and then punch, he drops his Bong Sau at the same time as committing his Fuk Sau elbow. It means both his arms are now committed to what you're doing. Okay. So from here, we roll, I roll down into the Tan Sau, then I punch at this point. He pushes over. I step to the outside, Tan Sau, bring out my hand, punch. Done. Okay, so from here now, if he doesn't block it, if he doesn't do anything with his Fuk Sau, just hit it. Of course, if he doesn't commit whatsoever, you can just hit the person, it doesn't make any difference. That's what you're trying to achieve, so you can just hit them. Even if he does use his Fuk Sau elbow, if you're still hitting him, he's not committing enough, so don't go, just hit him. When he does commit enough, of course, you can then step, use the Tan Sau and punch, done, and do whatever else you want to do as well. So again. Here. Okay, so the third one is we now go back to the outside. So the very first one, of course, is very basic, rolling double Fuk Sau, and all I do is I change to the inside and I palm strike him. Okay. Now, if he then decides, just as he just did do, to try and block that, absolutely fine. The second technique that you learn, you use exactly the same thing. So from here, when I punch in, he uses his Fuk Sau to stop it. I come to the outside, wait for the Tan Sau and hit. Okay. If I change from double outside, change inside to palm him and he blocks it, from here, see, he commits that elbow the same way. Use your hand to step and wedge the Tan Sau in exactly the same again, covering both hands and hit. So, 2 techniques, but actually you get 3 different things out of it. So the first one is from here, I just change it in palm strike, Mark does nothing, from here, 1. Second one, I punch him and get him to react and commit his Fuk Sau. Yeah? So, and then from this position, I can change to the outside. 2. The third one is I change inside, and this time he does block it. We're going to use that same technique from here. That's fine. Done. That's 3. Outside of this tiny sort of cluster of Tan Sau techniques you can train together that work well together, there's 2 counters I want to consider. From the 1 in, 1 out, when I punch here, he commits and I change to the outside. He could lift his arm into Bong Sau. If this happens, pack and palm strike. Continue with the free hand. Okay? So again, from here, that way instead. Again. So as soon as you feel the Bong Sau go up, pack down, almost like pack into a gun nearly. Pack down, boom, go with the free hand, it's fine. Hit, gone. Second thing you can do is throw his Wu Sau over. If he does this, fine, let the Wu Sau come over, and then you see the way my hand's naturally covered it from that side. Step forward, collect his hand. This doesn't matter if he pulls his arm out. If you have one fraction of a second, it's enough. He pulls his arm out, of course, you're in, that's fine. Yeah. So if he throws his Wu Sau over, I mean, we've been training for the last few hours now, so it's sweaty and stuff as well, less than ideal conditions, if you like. Throws his Wu Sau over, you can get that nice and easy. Little bit of training. From here, punch, okay? And this part of the roll is as his Bong Sau's committed to coming back down. So now, throws his Wu Sau over, there you see, and this is the position that you get caught in. All you've got to do is step forward here. Push with the elbow, pull with the hand. Hit, it's fine. One more time. Here. Okay. So, all things considered, first one, change it outside to inside and you hit it. That's fine. You've got two inside, make sure you hit after the Tan Sau comes down when he's committed both hands up. Change to the outside, Tan Sau punch. From here, you can counter it in two ways. Bong Sau first, elbow comes up, pack it down, out the way, palm strike. Second one is if he throws his Wu Sau out, here, just catch his Wu Sau, pull it over, step in, hit. Nice and easy. That's just a few ways you can use Tan Sau and Chi Sau. I hope you found the video interesting. Thank you very much to Mark and Simon for helping me record it. And we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.